Some crazy stuff happened this week.
Dude, some shit went down. Welcome to this week's episode of Friends First, and
This is a special episode. We get to recap the second half of our first car camping cross-country trip.
really first big trip we've been on together. Yeah.
That's true.
And so this is part 2 of that. If you haven't heard part 1, go check out part 1. Just as entertaining as this, but you're gonna miss things, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like it all loops together.
It's a lead up. Like, you need to know the why behind things.
Yeah. So.
But we loved this trip, and we just couldn't wait to come and tell our friends first.
Yeah, exactly. So here's part 2.
After our truck stop shower, we went to Laguna.
Yeah, we sent it to LA.
Finally saw the beach.
SoCal, LA. You know what? I don't totally know where LA cuts off and the rest. You know what? It's all one freaking city, okay?
LA area,
Yeah.
baby.
SoCal, whatever.
Get me to that coasty coast.
Yeah, all we wanted was the beach, okay?
If you know me, you know that I am a real life mermaid. So you guys are my friends. You now know I consider myself a real life mermaid.
Literally.
I belong in the ocean. We made it. It was wonderful.
Yeah, and my friend Michaela and her boyfriend Chris, who's also now my friend, but I hadn't met him prior to that, they met up with us, and like we had a great time on this beach, and then we hopped over to this other place with like a castle thing. I don't know what any of these beaches are called, okay?
Yeah, I don't remember what that's called at all. But
and Mariah pulled some shit on us, okay?
Oh my god. So everyone made the dumb choice to walk behind me.
No.
Tide's coming in. There's like a cliff
Literally.
wall.
Yeah.
And we're
it's not
walking,
really like a so there's a cliff wall, but then there's also like Mariah chose to walk on the right side of like a waist high rock.
And listen, everybody decided to follow me.
And the right side was closer to the ocean.
I paused
at the worst time.
I paused so that the waves wouldn't hit me.
Which
means that I basically tried to assassinate my friends.
Yeah. So she's like, and Michaela and Chris and I all knew. We're like, wow, it's not our first time at the ocean, so we know.
First.
Like, we're just gonna pass this quickly before these waves come in. Like, our feet might get wet.
No, I literally passed the wave, guys. I didn't get wet at all, and I just stood there like...
Mariah stops. She turns around and looks at me, and she says, wait, did we even go this way? And I had 2 seconds to be like, why didn't you just step? And I had my camera in my hand and my phone and my backpack full of camera gear. And I was like, oh no. And I just turned because I knew the wave was coming. And Michaela and Chris both did the same thing. Like, Michaela was like, hang on. And she like latched.
Oh no. I feel really bad, but it's funny.
Like, literally. And soaked. Like, my backpack didn't really get soaked or anything, but like...
At that point, nobody was planning on going into the water at that area. But
no.
It turned out to be a really good thing.
Michaela literally took her swimsuit off in the car.
Yeah.
Like we were like, we're not getting in the water. Like, we just came to like check this place out.
Psych.
And then we like fully got...
But it worked out so well because since you guys were already wet, everybody decided to go swimming.
Except for we didn't really make it into the water because the waves were so intense. Like, and I was kind of like intimidated. I guess you kind of made it more in the water. Michaela and I kept like running in and then like leaving you there.
Yeah, and
which is like payback's a bitch, but like
I just realized that's so true. Yeah, I wasn't really into it. I don't know.
But then we literally get all the way in there, and Michaela screams at the top of her lungs, "Stingray!"
She saw a stingray.
She saw a stingray literally like less than 1.5 feet away from us.
Yep.
And we just went sprinting out, and Mariah fully like couldn't make up her mind if she was like, if Michaela was joking or not. So Mariah was like in between like panicking and like it's chill every like 0.2 seconds.
I also really wanted to see it for myself.
Yeah. Like, I wanted to too, but I was like, I ain't trying to get stung by one of those things.
Yeah.
Like, it was comical.
But we were planning on car camping that night.
Yeah.
But Michaela and Chris rock.
Yeah. Like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the best.
Oh, we ordered pizza.
So much pizza.
Oh, we got to meet her pets.
Oh, yeah.
They have a little puppy. Oh, my goodness. So we crashed on the couch, and we woke up to the coolest thing ever.
Funny.
It was actually so funny. All of a sudden, we hear Michaela's voice, and we, like, look at each other, and it's Michaela's voice going, Mittens! Food! Her cat's food bowl is on a timer, and it has that, like, it says that before it
like you can record something that, like, triggers your animal to be like, oh, it's time for food, and she, like, recorded herself being like...
It was so funny.
I, like, hope to God her cat's name is Mittens. What is her cat?
It was a really cute cat.
Okay. Yeah, but, like, that was really comical and, like, funny.
Yeah, and her cat also had, like, a cat box that looked like a spaceship. It was just, like, a whole...
that shit was crazy, too.
Their cat is so high-tech. Their cat is cooler than me.
Yeah, literally, like,
Basically.
my cats could never even, like, keep up with that.
Yeah. So that was, it was so good to stay with them. And Chris is into, like, fermentation, like, making fermented stuff, which was super interesting and cool to learn about. And
which we're also trying, like, we were trying to get him to start a freaking TikTok. Chris started TikTok teaching people about how to freaking ferment because you were so educated about it.
And the way he, like, talked about it, he just made it really interesting. And I was never... if someone wanted to try to talk to me about fermentation a minute before that, I would have been like, shut up.
Yeah.
But he made me so interested into it. Like, I've even kind of looked up some stuff since then.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
so
Chris, start your damn TikTok. I need to learn more.
Yeah, for real.
So, we stayed with them, which was great.
So, the next day, we went to Malibu, and Malibu is fabulous.
I like Malibu.
At least the beaches. We didn't, like, really explore much of anything else, but, like, the beaches were amazing.
Malibu, if you're listening, take me in.
Yeah, literally.
I want to be a citizen.
Yeah, sign me up. Michaela and I almost died in, like, a couple waves. Got some good footage of that on the GoPro of us just getting wrecked.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
And Mariah standing on the shore going, oh, my friends just died.
Yeah. But because...
Be safe out there, people.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. There was a couple times where, like, I didn't see y'all's head come up and another wave would come and I'd be like, God, driving back is going to be so awkward if I have to do it alone.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to go back and face Nikki's mom, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just would simply have not shown up at your funeral is what I would have done.
Literally, like, one point, I was rolling in a wave going, where's Michaela? And she just, like, also got rolled in the wave and just kneed me right in the rib. And, like, we just, like, bodies tangled and we both came up and we're, like, choking but laughing and we're like, we gotta get out of the water.
We gotta get out of the water.
It was so bad. Like,
that was pretty bad.
Yeah. But it was beautiful.
It was fun.
Yeah. And we had so much fun. And then we camped in Malibu, overlooking the ocean.
Oh, it was so beautiful. And we were high up on, like, a ridge overlooking these, like, beautiful... bougie mansion houses.
Like, I ain't ever seen a house like that.
Like, I just want to, like, literally stand on one of those houses' front door steps.
Yeah.
And that would be
It literally was like Jeffree Star $14.5 million house level of shit. Like, why do I know that? Don't ask me.
Malibu was great. Then we went to this really cool beach.
The next day.
It had, like, little caves. And this was my favorite day of the whole trip, I think. I did a ton of beach combing. I found a ton of sea glass. There was this part where Nikki was on the shore doing some work.
Yeah, I literally was working from the beach. Like, what is my life?
Oh, so wonderful.
It was fabulous.
And I was out swimming, and this big wave came in, and there was this, like, chunk of seaweed, and it hit my arm, and I was like, ouch, the seaweed cut me. So I got out of the water and realized I was stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally stung by a jellyfish. I'm pretty sure you still have a scar, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't even... Yeah, do you guys want to see my scar? There it is, if you're watching. It's little, so I'm guessing it was, like, maybe, like, a dead jellyfish, or, like... But it was definitely a jellyfish, because look how much it shrunk. It's little now.
Yeah, it is getting smaller.
But it is still a jellyfish scar.
Yeah, she's, like, you hit a lot of, like, milestones on this trip, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm a real Californian.
No, I did not pee on her, because we didn't know it was a jellyfish sting until,
No,
like,
it took me a little bit. Yeah, it took me a little bit, and I was like, wait, why did I scar in one spot? And then I, like, Googled jellyfish stings, and I was like, oh, I think I was stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. But that was fantastic. I found, like, I went in this amazing little cave area and found so much cool stuff, and it's just so peaceful and amazing.
Yeah, and then we finished up Malibu.
Which was sad to leave.
Yeah, it sucked. But
we had a really cool adventure.
Yeah, we sent it to Lake Tahoe.
Ugh.
Like, part of like how we scheduled this trip was like I had some friends that were like, well, I had a friend, now they're all my friends, but I had a friend that was like, hey, want to go to Lake Tahoe? And I said, hey, sounds great.
Yeah. And we met up with 5 other people. Yeah, 5 other people.
Yeah.
And by that point, it was Nikki and I had been, oh no, when we saw Michaela and Chris, we were like,
oh.
Well, Michaela and Chris was pretty chill because, like, Michaela's your childhood friend, so it was just kind of, like, picking up, like, normal.
Yeah.
But when we went to this, like, Tahoe with all these people, like, you only knew one out of the 5.
And, like, by new, I, like, only had, like, I spent, like, 45 minutes with Kyle at a sunrise in Yosemite. It was, like, how I knew Kyle.
So we didn't really know anyone. So we had to, like, socialize after a week of being alone in the car together.
Yeah.
And we had I've never seen you be so, I don't want to say antisocial, because that wasn't it at all.
Yeah.
But we both just stood there with, like, blank expressions on our faces. We didn't know how to people.
Yeah.
We just were, like, car camp.
Yeah.
Food out of cooler. Like, we did not know how to.
I, like, couldn't find, like, I couldn't even, like, think far enough ahead to be like, wow, I should have put a swimsuit on and, like, sunscreen. Like, yeah. it was like I had to change. I mean, like, everybody changed in the parking lot, but it was, like, one of those things where I was like, I could have just worn a swimsuit today, and I didn't even think about it. And, like, where did we meet up? Oh, we met up with them at that hotel.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, we slept in this parking lot of a hotel, and that wasn't very fun.
Yeah.
It was better than the desert tarantula situation, but it still sucked.
Yeah. But
I think by that point, the Olympic-sized sweat swimming pool had gotten to our brains because we were just kind of borderline delusional. I don't know why.
Yeah. But, yeah, we met up with them there, and then, like, we went and did, like, a bunch of other stuff, but I was so checked out there for a couple days.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is, like you said, because, like, we had just kind of been, like, chilling.
Like, go, 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 go. And all of a sudden now, we weren't chilling. We were, like, go, 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 go. And now all of a sudden it was time to, like, somebody else is making the agenda. Like.
Yeah. And on top of that, like, Kyle is very, like, high energy.
Yeah.
And it was, like, I knew Kyle, like, so, like I said, like, I met him at a sunrise in Yosemite, and, like, we all were tired. Like, so it was kind of, like, I kind of was like, oh, like, I know him, and it's not gonna be, like,
and then whatever. It was weird because they all had hotel rooms, and we were in the car.
Yeah.
So it was kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was, like, awkward, and then, like, there was just, like, more energy than I thought there was gonna be, and then I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, yeah. But that just happens to me when I transition from one social situation to another.
Yeah. We went to Schultz Bakery and Mammoth.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Both fantastic.
Dude, that sandwich, sometimes I dream about that sandwich.
Yes. I was trying to Google the sandwich that I had because I wanted to make it. Oh, so good.
It was so good.
We went to these hot springs. They were beautiful.
Yeah, the hot springs were beautiful. We also saw Alabama Hills. That's, like, where we camped.
Yes.
And then...
By that point, I was so sunburnt, so I couldn't even really go in the hot springs, which is a bummer.
Yeah. Dude, I forgot you were so sunburned.
Yeah. Which faded. I'm very pale again.
Yeah, and then we made it to Lake Tahoe, and, like...
Oh, so cool.
We, like, did a lot of chilling and, like, little bits of exploring and, like, just having, like, so much fun, really.
I found a ton of geocaches just in case anyone wanted to know.
Oh, yeah, because what did we do while you were geocaching?
Oh, we went on a Monkey
hike.
Rock.
Yeah.
I have this goal to find a geocache in every state. In our Tahoe trip, I was able to find... Surprisingly, it was my first California officially logged geocache. And then I also got Nevada because Tahoe's on the line.
Yeah, because,
so I drove to Nevada.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So 2 states in one day. But the biggest adventure that we had in Tahoe was clear kayaking.
Yeah, we got some clear kayaks.
And Tahoe is, like, the clearest lake in the country, so...
It's literally, like, they have, like, so many laws to make sure that the lake does not lose
get
its
unclear.
clearness. Yeah.
It was so cool. You could see all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And those kayaks were something else.
And we literally, like, so we didn't know how we were going to get these kayaks to where we wanted to go, because we wanted to go to this, like, little beach area. And we knew we were going to have to hike down with them. Like, we knew we were going to have to carry them, like, a mile, up and down. I wasn't thinking it was going to be, like, a hill, but it was, like, a hill.
It was rather extreme.
Yeah, but we, like, didn't know how we were going to get them there. And then Kyle literally just, like, helped a girl put a bike in a truck in a parking lot, and then was like, hey, is this your truck? If we give you X amount of dollars, will you literally
transport these kayaks?
Yeah, like, meet us tomorrow morning, pick up these kayaks, bring them to this place, and then, like, come back and meet us? And they were like, yeah, sure.
That worked out so well.
It did work out so well, and those, like, girls were so badass for doing that.
Yeah, they were. Shout out girls if you ever hear this.
Yeah, for real.
I'm surprised that worked out, but that
It
was a lot
worked
of
out
fun.
so well. Yeah, and, like, carrying those kayaks down was, like, my fingers hurt for, like, a week after that, I think. Like, it was so intense. I was like, my fingers. But we got some rad footage and, like, photos and stuff of those, and they were really cool.
It was definitely an experience. That was the day before my birthday.
Yeah.
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 So we went to bed. We got to sleep in a nice bed,
Oh, yeah.
which was a good change of pace.
Yeah.
But also our
And to have, like, a
Like-
shower at our fingertips.
house that we rented had a hot tub. And so we were sitting by the hot tub having drinks every night. So it wasn't like super great quality sleep by any means, but it was just such a fun time. I love Tahoe. My only regret, my only like downfall of that trip, or that part of the trip, we didn't see any bears.
Oh, no, we didn't. Like,
I
and
wanted
we,
to see one so
like,
bad.
weeks leading up to this, like, because we knew we were going to Tahoe, we just, like, didn't really know, like, what, you know. But for weeks leading up to this, like, both of our TikToks were, like, all the bear sightings and things in Tahoe. Like, bears getting into people's houses and their cars and their trash cans and, like, stalking people and crazy stuff.
And if you have never been to Tahoe, they have like weird trash cans that are bear proof, and like there's all this stuff. to
Standard,
prevent
like,
bears.
California bear country things.
Yeah. So we didn't see any bears.
We didn't see a single one.
Next time.
Yeah. Safely next time.
Safely next time.
Yeah.
Very safely next time.
But then we woke up on Mariah's birthday.
Woohoo! Nikki helped me repack my suitcase because by that point that was a hot mess.
Oh my god, we were the last ones out of the Airbnb, and we were 15 minutes late getting out of the Airbnb. And we were just literally, like, Mariah was, like, piling stuff by the door, and I was, like, running it outside and, like, throwing it on the curb because we were like, we just gotta be out of here. We don't want to get charged for this.
Can I say second ick of the week?
Yeah.
Airbnbs.
Why?
I don't like when they leave you a chore list and they, like, I don't know.
I guess it is kind of like, that one kind of had a lot of things.
It did. Yeah. So we woke up on my birthday and we suck. So we hadn't done laundry in advance. We were doing laundry last minute.
Mariah was doing laundry last minute because
Oh no, it was
laundry
because
is done.
I had like gotten that super bad allergic reaction the night before.
Oh yeah.
And I was like totally, like my whole face was swollen. I couldn't see. It was
You
so
and
bad.
Dave both
Yeah.
like
There was
went
two of us on
blind
the
for
trip.
like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That was
I've
crazy.
never had anything like that happen before.
Yeah, that was so nuts.
But we did laundry then too, I guess. But anyways, so we woke up, took it slow. We like had coffee and breakfast, and it was my birthday, so we just kind of like chilled. And then all of a sudden we were like, oh, there's this huge chore list. Like we had to do dishes, we had to clean up all this stuff, and I totally get cleaning up after yourself, but there's like a fine line between clean up after yourself and like
Do the
no
cleaning for
hospitality.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it was just like a little silly, but
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
That's just like a mild ick, I guess.
yeah. Yeah.
I just like think like if you're gonna pay hotel prices, I'd almost rather go for a hotel
Yeah.
with
I
the
think
way
that's
things
fair.
are going.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I just feel like they're getting more extreme and more extreme with their rules, and like remember ours had the rule, it was a community hot tub, but like barely. I mean it was, but like so many rules about the hot tub, and it was just like, I'd rather go to a no rule hotel.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of silly for sure.
A little silly, mild ick, but overall really fun.
Yeah. And then we literally went
my whole goal of the trip was Golden Gate Bridge on my golden birthday. So we woke up on my birthday and we went way out of the way.
Literally, like, it was like not even on the way.
Not on the way. And
like,
so I'm so thankful for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
And like went to the Golden Gate and had the nastiest bathroom experience of my entire life.
Ew, that was the grossest bathroom I've ever seen. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever, like, I was like trying to hold my pants up, like the bottom of my pants up around my thighs and still pull my pants down to like squat over the toilet.
Yeah.
Like the legs
really
of my pants I was like pulling up because there was so much actual shit on the ground.
Ew, yeah, it was really gross.
All I remember thinking was like, I do not want to put these pants in the car anywhere.
The Golden Gate Bridge is like originally like a military
like
lookout.
Fort. It's like a fort.
And so it has these super old buildings, and that bathroom had to have been original from hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a flush the toilet kind of bathroom. It was like a hole in the ground kind of bathroom.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That wasn't super pleasant. And then I was like a little taken back by like, it's this monument that everyone knows about, right? Like everyone knows about the Golden Gate Bridge and thousands of tourists go to it. But there's these signs everywhere that say, don't leave your car unattended, or don't leave any valuables in your car, like don't leave things unattended. And we are car camping, so we have our car filled to the brim.
I literally took everything valuable and put it in my camera bag and carried it on my back, and then I was like, and I told Mariah before we even got there, I was like,
you did.
Everything, literally, like we stopped the car, and I was like, everything that you potentially want, put in a bag and bring with you, or like hide it somewhere, like so that it can't be seen, like whatsoever. Like we basically had to make it look like, oh, we're camping in the car, but we're like, we have bare minimum, like we have a mattress, a pillow, and blankets, and that's it. Like, because we were like freaking out. And then I was like, when we get there, get out of the car, leave it, lock it, because like I've seen so many videos of people like trying to get out of the car and like grab a backpack from the back seat, and then somebody's like robbing them at gunpoint and like taking everything out of their car because they turned their back for like 1 second. And I was like, I'm not letting this happen to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm maybe a small town girl in a big city situation, but Nikki's been in those situations. I don't know. I still just was taken back a little bit by all like the signs.
Yeah.
And stuff. But the Golden Gate Bridge was pretty cool.
Yeah. That was my second time there. And like I think for me it was a really cool like full circle moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, and maybe not like full circle probably isn't the best word, but it was like, it was a huge reflection moment for me. Like, I think I sat for like 30 minutes and like didn't say anything to you because I was just like.
And I was sitting watching this huge ship go by.
Yeah. Mariah was stoked about that.
I was. It was like this huge cargo ship, like going under the bridge, and it's going so slow.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't leave until it goes under the bridge.
Yeah.
Which we did stay the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, we were there for like a good few hours, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
I think like, yeah, I think it was just like, it was super cool that we got to do that and like be there on your birthday and like.
It was.
Like this whole experience, but like for me personally it was like really cool to be able to sit there and be like, wow, the last time I had been there, what did I say, it was like 7 years?
Yeah,
it had been 7 years. I was still in college, and that was like one of the first times that somebody like asked me to go on a trip, like spontaneously, and I was like, sure, I guess I'm going. And like I went, and it was like a guy I was talking to at the time, and he literally asked me to be his girlfriend at that bridge, which was like cute. But also, like, everything that happened with that relationship, and then, like, my next relationship, and then, like, everything that changed with my life since then, like, aside from my relationships, and, like, how cool it was to even just, like, sit there and think, like, I was so excited to be traveling and, like, seeing California on that trip. Like, I was so excited about it, and I was like, damn, like, one day I'm just gonna travel. Like, I just want to be able to travel.
And you do it.
And then, like, here I am, like, coming back with, like, my best friend, and, like, we're chilling, and, like...
You got real deep on that trip.
Yeah. And then I just got
a little teary-eyed, like, proud of you. Yeah, it's cool.
It's so cool. Like, and now I, like, get to talk about all the cool things that I've done, and, like, I get to do so many cool things.
We'll go back to that bridge in another 7 years.
Yeah.
And let it know what's up.
Yeah.
Next time we need to be prepared and bring a lock.
Yeah.
I don't know if like people are supposed to do that. I would think so. It's not really on anything. It's on the fence, not on the bridge. There's like a fence of padlocks, and I find that beautiful. I know like some bridges have been weighed down by padlocks. You're not really supposed to do that anymore. But this is like a fence.
Yeah, it's literally like a fence that they
on the fence
put up.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next time we need to bring a lock.
Yes, absolutely. See what life is like in 7 years.
So after we left the Golden Gate Bridge, it was sad, but we went on to
we camped in a neighborhood that night.
We did. We slept on a street.
Like a random
neighborhood.
Like we were trying to make it super far, and like you tried to drive, and I tried to drive as far as I could, and I think I made it like 40 minutes.
I was so tired.
And I was like, dude, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then you were like, okay, I'll try and drive, and I think you made it like 10, and we were like, yeah, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing it.
It was such a long day by that point.
Yeah.
So no regrets.
Yeah.
We literally slept on like a residential neighborhood on the road.
Yeah,
like not on the road, in our car. But
I like peed into the gutter right outside of somebody's like bedroom window for sure. I was like, somebody's gonna come out or open their window.
Yeah, it's just so crazy because when I think back about our car camping adventure, I think about that amazing campsite, that BLM campsite, like along the creek, and how beautiful it was. I kind of forget about those bad campsite nights.
Yeah, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, but like in those situations, it's not like we literally went and then fell asleep like within 20 minutes and woke up and instantly left. So they weren't meant to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we slept on the side of.
Oh, and that was the morning that I woke up and drove to the gas station because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna wake up and drive when I wake up.
Yeah.
And then
I slept for another like.
Yeah, you literally slept for another forever, but we got to the gas station. Or no, was it that gas station? No, that was the gas station in Denver where you literally dropped your phone.
Oh my god, Nikki ran over my phone, everybody.
No, Mariah gets out of the car and is like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And like, she literally lost a Birkenstock at this point. Like,
I did. I just like lost a shoe somewhere on this trip.
Yeah, like a really expensive shoe.
I don't know what the deal was with this like specific gas station, but a lot of them in that area didn't have bathrooms for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So we went to a couple, and I went to the bathroom, and then I got a drink, and I was standing in line, and the guy in front of me paid for my drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It wasn't in like a friend, like, I mean, obviously you don't do it to be mean ever, but like it was very just, yeah, I'll get her drink too. And then left without like saying anything. And I was like, oh my god, do I look homeless right now? Or like, why did he do that? Did he see us getting out of the car, like me getting out of a mat? Like,
he was like, she lives in her car, so I'm gonna buy her a drink. And then she dropped her phone on the ground and her friend ran over it.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, I don't think I have my phone. And we look back and like, sure as shit.
No, you didn't even say that. You were just like, she was like, can you just like look back and make sure nothing fell out of the car? Because like, I don't think like I'm not confident that something didn't fall out of the car. And I was like, sure. And I look in the mirror, Mariah's phone's on the ground. And I was like, your phone, what the fuck?
Yeah, true story. So, Nikki.
Anyway, that was way late. That was like last day of the trip.
Nikki ran over my phone. Yeah. And then we got home.
No, that was like, we skipped a.
No, that was like in Colorado, because we slept in Colorado.
Yeah, that was in Colorado. But
yeah,
between the neighborhood and Colorado, we stopped at the Salt Flats.
I forgot about the Salt Flats. Oh, yeah. I loved the Salt Flats. Okay, the Bonneville Salt Flats.
Yeah. I love the Salt Flats. That's like my second time being there and camping there, and I freaking love it so much there. I always tell people if you can spend 24 hours at the Salt Flats, you should. Not when it's like hot. The first time I went in November, and it was perfect weather, like to be there.
It was toasty during the day, but chilly at night, which was perfect because we started a fire. We had like a little campfire. And it was such a nice, peaceful night. But if you don't know what the Salt Flats are, it's like this place. There used to be...
It was a lake.
A lake or whatever, a salty lake. And it dried up. There's spots where there's like 5 feet of salt.
Literally 5 feet deep.
5 feet deep of salt, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like huge as far as you can see.
It's where the fastest land vehicle, right, has ever been
record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
record has ever
There's
been
like
recorded.
racetrack. It's like turned into a racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
My favorite memory of the trip was peeing at the salt flats. It's so cool. Don't make fun of me. It's
No,
cool.
it is really cool. I'm like,
So, like,
you're not wrong.
When you pee, your pee like dissolves the salt and makes like a little tunnel.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. It like, okay, so you know when you pour milk into like a big bowl of Rice Krispies?
Oh yeah.
And that like satisfying like
That's the best.
Snap crackle noise?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like to pee out there.
That's what your pee sounds like, except for it's like echoey because it's going down this tunnel. It's so cool.
It's so neat.
Anytime you have a chance to go pee in the Bonneville Salt Flats, go do it.
Yeah. But also, 10 out of 10 don't recommend putting your bare skin anywhere on.
Yeah, we tried to take these like really beautiful artsy pictures on the salt, and it burned the crap out of our skin.
Like, and I should have known because it happened to me the first time I went there too. I just got the shit burned out of me.
Yeah.
And then I did it again, like my butt cheeks, because I was like wearing a dress. Yeah. So I like sat down with the dress on and it got me and like the side of my legs and stuff. Oh, it was so bad.
I tried taking these we successfully did. But before we had left, I told Nikki that I wanted to take some like super tasteful, like nude boudoir style, but not sexy, more like nude and confident.
Yeah.
Like 30 and thriving because it was my 30th birthday, my golden birthday. So I wore like a lace kimono cover up thing. And so it was like my whole like bare butt and, well, like not bare butt, like my butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And my legs were just covered in salt. Salt is worse than sand. Like, I'm sure you've experienced sand and it getting into everything and on everything. Salt is worse.
Yeah. Salt is like, oh, we spent forever in Salt Lake City washing the salt off the car.
Yeah, we went through the car wash twice, and then we like had to like use these air sprayer things to get salt off everything. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was bananas. But we had like a fabulous time. Sunset and sunrise there was like really beautiful.
I love it. I want to go spend like a whole week there, I think.
Yeah, me too. I think it'd be really rad. But yeah, and then we just like sent it home.
We did. And it was like a long drive back, but we took turns sleeping and we just like reminisced about our trip, and
yeah,
it was a good drive.
Yeah, and overall the trip was just like fabulous. Long story short, when your friend says she wants to do something for her birthday, whatever, whenever, just say yes and go for it. You literally will never regret it.
I sent you a text today about something that popped up on whatever social media I was checking.
I'm literally the worst. I have the worst memory. This is like the worst memory I've ever had in my life, this phase of my life right now. I'm like, I have no clue.
High-rated beach hotels in Vietnam are only $50 a night or less. So
I did see that. Did I not respond to that?
No, you did not.
Jesus. I saw it and was like, let's fucking go.
Like, it's like 5-star luxury hotels with like beach.
Dude, that's why I want to go to that area of the world so bad.
I'm like, for what we spent on our California driving trip where gas was $7 a gallon, I think we could have like a Vietnam vacation.
We literally could have flown there.
Yeah.
And like stayed for cheap for that amount of time.
Yeah, so anyways, Vietnam, next adventure.
Hell you be.
Yay. It was so fun reminiscing about our trip.
Yeah.
I'll remember it forever. Like, I've gone on a lot of cool trips, but this one was so unique and special. I don't think I'll ever forget it.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. It was so cool. Like, and I checked so many things off on that list. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. It was just rad. Like, it was so fun, and like, I feel like there's a lot of people that don't get that opportunity to do that, but I also think sometimes you gotta make that opportunity for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that I've done it once, I'm like, oh my god, the whole country is so...
There's so much to see.
Well, not just that, it's like so much more easily accessible than I ever thought it was.
Yeah.
Like, granted, we stopped we took 2 weeks and we stopped all along the way, but in reality I could throw that mattress in the back of my Jeep again and go spend like a 4-day weekend at the beach. I really could. Like,
yeah,
it's
easy.
so much easier than I thought it was before that point.
Yeah.
So
It's literally, I don't know, I do it all the time. That's this, after this week, this is the 3rd time I've driven to California and back this year.
yeah, well,
Like, it's doable.
yeah,
Doable.
next time I want to drive to Maine. I want to see Maine.
I really want to see Maine too. I really want to see like fall colors in that area of the country, like really bad.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna miss all of that this year. So.
Yeah. Bummer for you.
Yeah. What a tough life.
But it was so
Stories
fun
to
talking
come.
about this. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening and hearing all about it. Tell us about your favorite trips because I'm so inspired to go on road trips now. I just want to see the country via road trip.
Yeah. And I think we obviously wanted to share this because like we had such a good time, but I do think that like my biggest takeaway in like sharing this on this podcast is like just like letting people know it's doable.
Yeah,
it's
just do it.
Yeah, just do it. You like literally won't regret it. You won't regret a second of it. And like even if something catastrophic happens, like you and your best friend get in a fight, at the end of the day, you still did the dang thing, and you're gonna learn something from it. Like,
yeah, we didn't fight. We had periods where we didn't really talk. Is that what you're saying? That we fought?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, we didn't fight.
I'm saying fighting. like because people always think of like all the things that can go wrong.
Yeah, you know what? No.
I think like the most quote fighting we did is you hated my sleeping bag.
I did. I really. It like would touch me.
Yeah.
And I don't have sensory issues.
And I was like,
and it was like that.
Shut up about my sleeping bag.
Hold on, everybody. I need you to be on my side here.
No.
Her sleeping bag is like a typical like slick.
It's a sleeping bag material.
Yeah. And so it's sweaty hot and that gross plasticky material is touching my skin, making me even sweatier. She should have brought normal blankets. Now you know.
Well, why would I bring a normal freaking blanket, like a pile of normal blankets, when I could have just brought the one thing?
Gross. Car camping tip. Either both people need to be in sleeping bags or like share a sleeping bag, whatever, or both of you need to have normal blankets. But having that sleeping bag material touch you is like terrible.
All I'm going to say is if you don't bring a sleeping bag and you decide to bring a bunch of blankets, you're going to be the most unorganized person on planet Earth. Because every day Mariah's shit was all over the place. And I was like...
Okay, well, I like snuggly blankets. Hi, I'm Mariah, and I like snuggly blankets. Sue me.
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I like organization. Sue me.
She does like organization. It's not my thing. Anyways, yin and yang.
Yeah. Literally.
It turned out okay.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. If you're worried about, like, going on a road trip and, like, it hurting your friendship, in the grand scheme of things, your friendship probably isn't going to last anyways.
Yeah.
Or it's such a shallow friendship that, like, why carry it out?
Yeah.
I just had, like, a lot of big stuff happen in my life this year. And I've really realized, like, what energy to put into, like, what relationships and, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my vague answer for that.
Yeah, but I also feel like all that stuff that you went through is, like, also taught you how to, like, take in people's bullshit, too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's, like, what energy you want to be around, but also, like, what energy is...
worth giving out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's like it's a double-edged sword there, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
You were worth giving energy to.
I appreciate it. It was so much fun.
I said it in past tense, but present tense too. And so are you guys, obviously.
Yeah, you guys are the best.
Yeah. Next week is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's the exciting part of it.
Yeah. Living the dream.
Living the dream.
All right, and you guys already heard our icks of the week.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's another episode in the books. And yeah, we'll see you guys here, or listen to you guys, or whatever. Whatever you want to call it, make sure you subscribe, do all the podcast things, give us a fat rating. That would be really great. And we will chat with you in the next one. Love you. Good night.
That was ridiculously long, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so too.